rapier. Sharp is the steel. Stout is the heart of the salamander who comes before you to kneel. Receive now into your royal presence your servant, His Excellency, Don Salvador de la Torres, companion of the White Scarf, companion of the Millrine, heir of the court of Annalee, rapier champion to Juliana, and defender of the White Heart. Heavy upon his heart has been the question your majesties have laid before him, and thorough has been his contemplation. Receive him, and hear now his answer.
I shall hold on to it as I listen to your words, and then I shall decide.
After a long day of contemplation and thinking, yes.
Your Majesties, having received Baron Salvadore's answer, we hear words from the Lady of the Rose.
Your Royal Majesties, I bring words from Countess Chatacam Menkanta from the East. Your Majesties, gentle friends of Ethelmart, thank you for allowing me to speak as a rose on behalf of Salvador for his induction into the Order of Defense, of which I am also a member. Serving as a peer is a complex dance. A master of defense needs to be more than an excellent fighter. Prowess gets you nothing but an interview. You must also support your community, lead by example, be courteous to all you interact with, and do it with a certain era. Salvatore knows the steps to this dance. His courtesy, his kindness, and his loyalty are an asset to his kingdom. This Salvadorness, his open-hearted connection to others, is something he has been exporting to the East. We welcome that export. There is a difference between being nice and kind. Salvador knows the difference. Being nice is not ruffling feathers. It's being pleasant and agreeable and socially counts. When Salvatore and I fence, he is very nice to me as he kicks my butt. Being kind is making sure that the people in your community have all that they need to thrive. Salvatore has become a master of kindness, where he makes friends, he inspires and cares for others, he teaches, he protects, and he makes the world a more welcoming place, all with the mischievous twinkle in his eye. Your Majesties, in the great heart of Ethelmart, I am grateful for your offer of a peerage to Salvatore. He is my peer. Thus are her words.
Is there a jewel of Ethelmart who would speak for him?
There is. As you know, I'm Duchess Leonid, and I am honored to have the opportunity to speak on yet another worthy individual. In reflecting on Salvador, I was reminded of an adage that goes something to the effect of, strive to be a person who is celebrated for entering a room rather than for leaving it. Wow, this is most certainly Salvador, for he brings joy and merriment to any space that he goes, with that characteristic grin and that not so subtle swagger. He enriches and brightens every experience, be it helping to set up a tent, vanquishing his opponents, or offering some of that distinctive wisdom of his. And that positivity is powerful. It's nourishing, invigorating, and mindful. For Salvadore is keenly aware of how his experience impacts those around him for the betterment of the kingdom, the society, and most importantly, themselves. Today, we celebrate Salvadore for who he is, all that he has accomplished, and his lasting positive impact on the world around him. Thank you.
The representative of the Noble Order of the Laurel.
There is. I would claim that opportunity. Your Majesty's Highnesses, noble populace, I am Master Kieran McCrae, Order of the Laurel, and should not be confused in any way, shape, or form of Mistress Nuzha bin Salim, whose words I bring to share. I am Nuzha bin Salim, daughter of Ethelmark, and by the grace of Timothy and Gabrielle, companion of the most noble Order of the Laurel. I am beyond honored to send these words today, not only for a dear friend, but for a man who consistently puts the beauty, strength, and joy of our great kingdom above all else. The essence of art is grace, and I swear that the essence of grace is Salvadore, in his person, his combat, his compassionate care of every one of us. I could not imagine a better person with which to entrust the future, reputation, and honor of our kingdom. He is what we all strive to be. He is not my peer. He is my better, and I am better for knowing him. Your Majesties, speaking as myself, I second these words. You do a good thing today.
Would one among the Order of the Chivalry carry words on his behalf?
Greetings. My name is Sir Joel de Grace, a proud member of the Sylvan Kingdom of Ethelmark and Knight of the Society. I am deeply honored to speak on behalf of Don Salvador de la Torres. In Salvador, I see honor. He doesn't seek recognition for his deeds, but simply does what is right, even when no one is watching. His sense of duty is unwavering, always lending a hand to those in need, without hesitation or expectation of reward. In moments of doubt or difficulty, he remains steadfast, standing firm in the face of adversity with grace and nobility. In Salvador, I see respect and humility. He shows respect to his opponents by always bringing his best fight, recognizing that competition is a shared opportunity for growth. His humility lies not in downplaying his own skills, but in understanding that true greatness is measured by how it inspires and elevates others around him. Throughout my own journey in the SCA, I have been fortunate to travel across many kingdoms of the known world. In my travels, I have always been fascinated by the unique cultures and traditions that each kingdom upholds. On one occasion, while observing a knighting, I asked a friend what it meant to be made a peer. His response was simple, yet it resonated deeply with me. A peer is not made, they are recognized. In Salvador, I see a peer, someone whose virtues reflect the true essence of what it means to be one. It's not the garb, the sword, or the title that makes a master, but the heart and soul that guide their actions. Salvador embodies this truth, and for that, I wholeheartedly endorse Their Majesty's decision to recognize this man.
The Order of the Pelican.
That pleasure belongs to me. I am Mistress Roshino Fay, 168th Pelican of Ethelmark. I don't think anyone in this room will dispute that Salvador loves fencing. It's this love that lends itself to his second love, in my opinion, in the SEA, service. Most would expect the majority of his service to be to the fencing community, and you wouldn't be wrong. I challenge you to find a fencing tournament at any event over the last few years that Salvadore hasn't run, marshaled, or fenced it. He has traveled to do this, and not just to places close to him. He has reached all points of this kingdom many times over and regularly for years. While I could talk about this part of his service for hours, what I really want to tell you about today is his service off the fencing field. How many royalty in attendance today have had Salvadore on their staff? How many have asked him to fill in when one of their staff couldn't make it? And he has, without question, every time. How many barons and baronesses have had to sit through the longest course of their lives? And the friends they've strategically placed in the front row to keep them entertained have wandered off. And you turn around to get your mug of your favorite caffeinated beverage, and Salvador is there, seemingly out of nowhere, much like a service ninja, to swat your hand away from your drink and hand you something more powerful. And you drink it, and you feel alive. Anyone? No, just me? Okay, well wait for it, because one day it's going to happen, and then you're going to write about it in a peerage speech. Salvadore makes service fun. He makes it contagious. You want to help when Salvadore is helping. He's the absolute best of Ethelmark, and I'm happy to call him my peer. Thank you.
And is there a master of defense to speak for this man?
There is, and that would be my honor. I am Maestro Orlando de Beni del Vinta, Master of Defense of the Kingdom of Ethelmark, and I will speak for this man. Your Majesties, it's challenging to speak of this man's wordiness. Having heard all the things that we've heard thus far, I find myself with nothing more to add. But if you know me, I can't not add. I can't not echo and affirm everything that has been said about this man. From the time you have been in the society, I have watched your growth with the blade. I have watched your prowess skyrocket. But what I have seen is a love and a passion for the blade. But it didn't stop there, Your Majesties. That passion for the blade became a larger passion for this dream that brings us all here together. This grand society. And I watched that passion become service and courtesy and kindness. I have watched him teach. Oh, have I watched him win tournaments? As I recall the last Rapier Championship where you put me in second place, which I must say was the best loss of my life. But the thing about a weapon is it has the ability to protect, to defend, and to divide the wielder from an assailant. And yet, in the hands of Salvadore, I have watched him unite people with the blade. I have watched him unite the fencing community and draw people in. I have watched people seek him out because of what he represents. And for that, we are better as a kingdom with him in it. And I am better as a man for having known you. And with that, Your Majesties, I would say this man is my peer.
Your sword.
I will give you back this sword, for you have more than earned it from the words of our warders. But let me hold on to it for a little bit longer for you, because I think you will get your hands free.
Their Majesties call their most noble order of defense. Their Majesties further invite those members of the Order of the Rose to come forward while the ancestral collar is presented. Are you going to spin this on him, or would you like to join him? Is there a personal collar?
There is.
Sorry, I apologize.
Read the lineage.
Many have worn the collar, and I promise I'll do my best not to butcher everyone's names. First, during the court name, Orlando de Bene del Vinta, Quentin Kerr, William Paris, Benedict Fergus at the Medi, Iago Benitez, and I Sven, Bastiani di Jacopo, Ludovic of Gray's Inn, Cluin Kupfer Haban, Emily of Dunvegan, Friedeberg von Kasselbagen, Eric Grenier de Labar, Jacob Dunmore, Jacob Martinson, Poe Silvertop, René d'Antoine de la Terre, Carolina Burgundy, Sarsager, Jorder Hinroten, Diego Miguel Munoz de Castella, Marcus Scalper Grimson, Donald McLeod, Johan LeBlanc, Nicolo Lordon, Corin Montgomery, Matthias Saltabai, and now Master Salvadore.
Is there a personal collar?
There is. Somehow. That's cool.
Is there a collar for the field?
There is.
Are there garters?
There are.
You want to do the other one? That way I can stop molesting this poor man.
Is there a coat?
There is.
Salvador, being now invested with the trappings of your station, their Majesties would hear your oath of fealty.
I, Salvador de la Torres, being of sound mind, body, and spirit, here swear my service and fealty to the kingdom of Ethelmark, and give 3 vows. Vow the first, I shall stand in the defense of Ethelmart in times of war and provide home and comfort in times of peace. Thou the second, I shall continue to train, educate, and blaze a trail forward so that others may follow me on this journey. Thou the third, I shall provide counsel and wisdom when it is asked for, and try not to when it's not asked for. Should ever I break these vows, I ask that I be run through with my own blade, my body burned, and the ashes spread to all four corners of this globe, never to be rejoined again. So swear I, Salvador de la Torres.
Those are some pretty strong words. Don't really look forward to running you through with your own blade, but we know it won't come to that. We accept your word.
Good call. Yeah. I don't have a very good record here. Let's see. Are you prepared?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did I hit the ear this time?
It's fine.
Last chance to make it right. Sorry about that.
Just as iron extracted from the rough mines would be useless had it not received shape suited to human armies from industrious art, thus the same in the hands of the strong soldier can be of little profit if, accompanied by studious and wise valor, the way is not made clear for every difficult and triumphant success. In this way to a point, since the Good Shepherd welcomes the operation, and because almost all the noblest things proceeding from our actions receive appropriate material from his hands, which, refined and dignified by the industry of the Spirit, achieve miraculous and powerful effects. We are stunned to silence now that this tempering is wonderfully displayed in the excellence and illustrious greatness of one Salvador de la Torres. The science of the sword is separated into two parts, the natural and artificial. Natural is a demonstrative discourse man makes use of naturally, in parrying and wounding, since he proceeds with those goals extracting what Mother Nature administers to him for his needs with his own ingenuity. This is what many men of courage and spirit have shown great measure of in their contentions with men of great art and knowledge. The artificial is that which with ingenuity and long use and practice finds different manners of parrying and wounding, using the above noted things, encompassed by short rules and extraordinary methods. Accordingly, coming to some occasion, a man extracts the proper terms of safety from this. In his lessons, the author shows great understanding of those two qualities, and the reader will be fully satisfied with them. Salvador de la Torres has proven to be a master of both these parts, and thus do we, Bjarki and Gabrielle, great king and queen of Ethelmart, induct him into the order of defense with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities of that station, and do further grant him these arms by letters patent, sable, a chevron argent between two salamanders, wreathed in flames, combatant or, and a tower or, done this 5th day of April, Anno Societatis 59, at the passing of the ice dragon in our barony of the River Hale. Based on the fencing manual of Nicoletto Giganti, wording by Jorn Dorhin Groten, illumination by Elisabetta de Rossi, calligraphy by Kieran McRae. This one.
These in here and hand them off. And you're going to go read these guys.
For look!